Deion Sanders' friend rips Dillon Gabriel for taking jab at Shedeur Sanders despite Browns rookie QB clarifying comments. Dillon Gabriel made his preseason debut for the Cleveland Browns against the Philadelphia Eagles on Saturday. The quarterback played the first half, completing 13 of 18 passes for 143 yards with one interception before being replaced by Tyler Huntley. Apart from Gabriel's performance, his interview with News 5 Cleveland on Saturday grabbed headlines when he appeared to take a dig at fellow Browns rookie QB and Deion Sanders' son, Shedeur Sanders. "There are entertainers and there are competitors, and I totally understand that," Gabriel said. "And my job is to compete, and that's what I'm focused on doing. Of course, we're doing this interview mid-game, but it's something that I'll get used to, and I just want to be the best teammate that I can be and create an environment where we can all go do our best work. That's all we want to do." Although Gabriel later clarified his comments, Deion's friend, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, slammed the former Oregon QB. "Focus on throwing the rock to your receiver and not shots at Shedeur. Mr. Pick 6x fumble," Bryant wrote on SportsCenter's Instagram post when she caught a glimpse of Gabriel's comments. The Browns took Gabriel with the number 94 pick in this year's draft and took Shedeur with the number 144 pick. The two rookies have been in battle, along with Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, for the Browns' starting quarterback role. It began as nothing more than a throwaway remark. Shedeur Sanders, the Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback with the famous last name and the enormous weight of expectations, had been asked in a casual preseason media scrum about comparisons with other young quarterbacks entering the league. With the cameras rolling and microphones shoved toward his face, he gave an answer that was confident, maybe even a touch too bold for some ears. "Everybody's doing their thing," Shedeur said, smiling. "But I believe I see the field differently. My preparation is elite. I respect Dillon Gabriel and the other guys, but I know what I bring is on another level." The line was harmless in context. He'd followed it with more praise for fellow rookies, particularly Gabriel, saying the former Oklahoma and Oregon quarterback had great touch and vision. Still, the snippet that spread online was not the full quote. Headlines blared. Shedeur Sanders shades Dillon Gabriel, "I see the game on another level." It didn't take long before Gabriel, scrolling through social media after practice, caught wind of the viral spin. The Houston Texans rookie didn't like the way it sounded. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he was irritated from a rough practice. Whatever the case, he fired off a comment during a Twitch stream with fans. "Man, I don't know what Shedeur's talking about," Gabriel said with a chuckle. "He hasn't even played a snap in the league yet. Talking about another level, come on. Let's see it on Sundays before we crown him." That jab was all the fuel the internet needed. Suddenly, the rookie quarterback rivalry had a headline. NFL Twitter turned it into a mini soap opera, Gabriel versus Sanders, who's really that guy? But for those who know Shedeur personally, especially those who know his father, Deion Sanders, it was clear Gabriel's shot crossed a line. The friend speaks out. Enter Gary G. Money Harrison, a longtime friend of Deion Sanders from his playing days with the Dallas Cowboys. Harrison had been like an uncle figure to Shedeur, attending Colorado games last year, cheering him on in college, and now calling himself the Browns' honorary hype man. He wasn't about to let anyone come after Shedeur, especially not another rookie. "Dillon Gabriel needs to sit down somewhere," Harrison said in a fiery podcast rant. Shedeur clarified those comments the same day. He wasn't disrespecting Dillon or anybody else. "The kid was just talking about how he prepares. That's confidence, and in the NFL, you need that. You can't be out here second-guessing yourself." Harrison's voice grew louder, more animated. "And let's be real, what has Dillon Gabriel done? He's a rookie just like Shedeur. None of these guys have thrown an NFL touchdown yet. But Gabriel went out of his way to take a shot. That's corny. That's insecurity talking. My advice, worry about your own huddle before you start chirping about Prime's boy." The clip of Harrison's comments circulated quickly, adding gasoline to the fire. Now, it wasn't just a rookie rivalry, it was personal. Deion's silence, Shedeur's poise. What made the drama more intriguing was Deion Sanders' response, or lack thereof. Known for his sharp tongue and quotable confidence, Coach Prime stayed unusually quiet. At a Colorado practice, When asked about the Gabriel jab, he simply smiled and said, "I raised my sons to handle themselves like men. They don't need me fighting their battles." Shedeur, for his part, handled the moment with calm poise. "Look, Dillon's a great player," he told reporters. "I clarified what I meant. I wasn't trying to compare myself in a disrespectful way. We're all just trying to prove ourselves. At the end of the day, the game speaks louder than words." It was the kind of answer that showed maturity, the kind that only intensified the divide between those who saw him as humble and those who accused him of backpedaling. The locker room reactions. Inside the Browns' locker room, teammates rallied behind Shedeur. Veteran receiver Amari Cooper praised the rookie's leadership. "The kid shows up early, studies tape like a vet. He's earned respect in here. That's what matters." Meanwhile, in Houston, some Texans players admitted privately that Gabriel's remarks stirred unnecessary attention. "You don't want bulletin board material before the season even starts," one lineman said off the record. The rivalry, however, was now unavoidable. NFL fans fanned the flames. Online, the debate became endless fodder. Browns fans called Gabriel salty and accused him of being jealous of Shedeur's spotlight. Texans fans clapped back, saying Sanders was overrated and riding his father's name. Neutral fans just enjoyed the spectacle. Memes flooded timelines. A photoshopped Gabriel holding a microphone with the caption, "Why you always lying?" A picture of Dion wearing sunglasses, saying, "Don't poke the cub when the lion's watching." The NFL, always craving storylines, subtly leaned into the drama. League social accounts shared highlight packages of both rookies with captions like "Who will shine brighter?"